Salam everybody, welcome back to my channel and a brand new Ramadan with Rabs video. Today we're going to be creating a really smoky yet what I feel wearable cool toned eye look. So I kind of go over how I create like an eyeshadow look and then kind of just show you how I would pair a nice nude with the look. So all of the tones in this look, I know they're pulling pretty gray, but they are nice brown shades. So I wanted to kind of show you a wearable smoky eye with more cool tones. So that's what we're going to be going over. I'm also going to be going over how I spent my quarantine birthday. So my birthday was this past Sunday, May 3rd, and I spent it in quarantine, but I do think it was one of my best birthdays up to date. And I'm going to be talking about one of my biggest presents, which was a ring. So my husband got me my well, I don't know what to call it. Like, we're married, but we're planning on having a reception, and I got a ring. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that, and also about how I'm planning on planning a wedding during quarantine and all of that. If you guys are excited for the video, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing with a friend. And with that, you guys, let's just get into the video. So you guys are zoomed in pretty close just so we can focus on the eyes. I've already worked on the base, just kept it pretty light and fresh. Went in with a cool toned blush, and yeah, and now I'm baking with the Anastasia banana powder, and we're gonna start on the eyes. So for this look, I'm using the Pretty Cool palette. So this is a great brown toned palette with like more of a cool undertone. And I personally, on my skin tone, I don't know why, I think cool tones just work a lot better for me. So I really love this palette. This palette, actually, if you get it now, it's going to look a little different. This is the old packaging. Now it's like a soft touch packaging, which I love. So we'll see if I can pick that up soon. So I'm first going to go into this second shade right here. And I'm going to lightly start building up the crease. So I feel like with eyeshadow application, it's always the same steps as in terms of just like building the crease with a like medium shade, blending it out with a lighter shade. So this step I feel like is always the same. So just going to blend that out. So I think this is the first video you guys are going to see, but I did get my ring. So me and my husband have been married for quite some time now. We're actually planning on doing the husband tag video so you guys can like meet, like I can just like talk about him on camera. And we've been married for a while, but for my birthday, one of my presents was our ring. We got married kind of quickly, and we didn't get the chance to like go through a ring buying process and everything. So yeah, now I finally have my ring. We've been joking around that we are married and engaged, but it's a lot of fun. Like, we're actually going to start planning just a party to celebrate us soon. So let us know if you want a video on that. I think it will be a lot of fun because it's going to be kind of about how to plan like an interracial marriage, so like wedding, because I am Pakistani through and through, and my husband is through and through like Mexican. So I think it'll be fun for us to document and like maybe even give tips and advice to anyone that is planning a wedding. Next, I'm going to go in with a super fluffy brush. So this is the Morphe Jacqueline JH30. It's really large, so I'm going to go into mix these first two shades, predominantly kind of focusing on this lighter one and a little bit of this. And I'm just going to blend out around the edges of this look to kind of soften it and give it a gradient. So I am going to show you guys how this looks like matte and how it'll look with a glitter. I personally feel like smoky eyes look really great matte, but I know that like glitter is a lot of people's go-to thing. As I was saying, like, we are going to start planning. I feel like another, like, besides just talking about like the interracial part of the marriage, like I actually have about 8 years of 8 years, 10 years? I don't know, it's been a few years of event planning experience. I've planned corporate events, social events, a lot of weddings, great, thankfully. So I feel like because of that, I have some insight. So let me know if that, like, just planning a wedding is something you guys would like to see. Maybe I can just do like beginner's guide. I feel like I have a little bit of expertise and I can kind of just share what I think, you know, like brides, I've noticed stress about brides and grooms, and how I think like you can avoid the stresses of planning your wedding and actually just enjoy the process of it. Next, I'm going to go in with more so like a flat definer, and I'm going to go into this fourth shade, and I'm going to pack that onto my lid. This shade is a quite gray, so you could again just skip this part and do the third shade and blend it out with the first and second. But I wanted this to be a pretty deep smoky eye. The last video you guys saw was my birthday makeup. It actually was the makeup that I wore on the eve of my birthday. So the way our family does it is we actually open presents, and by our family I mean like my mom and my sisters and my dad, like my immediate family. We always open presents at midnight and cut a cake at midnight. So because we're fasting, my mom actually invited us over for a star on Saturday. So that was actually my birthday party look. I also, then the actual day of my birthday, so May 3rd on Saturday, is when my husband gave me the ring, and we had a little, not little, it was really cute date night. He cooked like a meal and dinner for us, so that was a lot of fun. Honestly, like, there's been a lot of setbacks because of quarantine, but being on quarantine also just like really has been kind of therapeutic for me in a way, because like I just am not stressed about anything else. Like even spending my birthday just like so intimately with family, not having to like worry about anything else, has been really nice. I'm going back in with the third shade that we used, and I'm just going to blend out around the edges to diffuse it. Okay, so now that we have that eyeshadow on, I'm going to go in with my Inglot gel liner and create a really quick wing. The Inglot liner is really nice, black and matte. The only issue is that it's already dried out. I don't know if you can see, it's like cracked in there. I've only used it 2 times, which is really unfortunate, but I think that they make a Duraline for it, so I might just pick that up, because I do really like how matte and black it is. But I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner and just kind of smooth it out. Because of the dryness, it kind of, I don't know if you can see, it kind of doesn't, it didn't leave really crisp edges, which is what I like in a wing. I feel like a wing needs to be really sharp. And now we're just gonna pop on some mascara. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, and I'm just putting this on to my upper lash line. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and dust off this bake. It looks a little powdery, so I'm gonna go in, and just to give my skin a little bit of element of glow, I'm gonna go in with the Iconic setting spray. And I'm just going to kind of cover my eyes and then set the entirety of my face. So I gave that a few minutes to set, and now just quickly I'm going to go in and highlight my skin. And I'm going to be using the Opal pressed powder from Becca as the highlight. I feel like this is the only cool toned highlight I own, and I feel like everyone should have like a good cool toned one too, just because you don't know what calls for it. I feel like a lot of people talk about really gold or champagne-y ones, but I feel like a good cool toned highlight on your skin tone is like kind of a necessity in your collection as well, and this is that one that I have. Next, to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Glide Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Very Black, and just tight line and line my lower lash line with it, just to bring some extra drama to the look. What I'm doing with this is on this outer corner to kind of reinforce this cat shape that I want to go for. I'm just going to drag a little bit onto the lower lash line just to keep that drama on this outer corner. So now I'm just going to go back in to that Pretty Cool palette, go into this 4th shade, and I'm going to kind of press it onto my lower lash line and blend on this outer corner to kind of start diffusing that black liner a little bit. What I'm going to do now is just pick up this, the 3 shades at the end, kind of blend them into one another. And I'm just going to lightly start diffusing that other gray shade out. And then what I also like to do while I'm blending out with like the mix is I'm just going to go around the eye just to make sure that it's kind of, there's a cohesiveness throughout the look. And then finally we're going to work on the lips. So first I'm going to go in with this Dime lip liner from Dose of Colors and just line my lips. I'm going in with the Kat Von D, I think now it's called KVD Beauty. And this is their liquid lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. So you can leave the lips looking like this, or what I'm going to do a little bit is going with another liquid lipstick. This is the Kat Von D Beauty lipstick in the shade Sanctuary. It's a little bit deeper but still cool tone. And I'm just going to kind of like dot it on the outer parts of my lip. And then kind of blend it in. I love nude lipsticks, but I just feel like sometimes when you go too nude, like you kind of lose the definition of your lip. So I like to just kind of, you can do this with a deeper lip liner too. But I just like to kind of deepen up a little bit of like where I want some structure on my lip with like a deeper nude. You guys, is the look matte? Honestly, this is probably how I would like to wear it because I just feel like smoky eyes look so good when it's a completely matte look, and I just feel like it brings a lot of attention to the eyes in a very dramatic and sultry way. But if you want, you can also add a little bit of glitter. So I'm just going to show a little bit of it. So this is the Urban Decay MoonDust palette, and this is one of my favorite palettes. Honestly, like, yeah, I feel like if I could pick like 3 palettes, this would probably be one of them. So now I'm just going to dip into a little bit of granite with my finger, and these are so pigmented. What I'm going to do is focus it only on the inner part of my eye to add a little bit of sparkle right there. Again, you can totally skip out on this step, but these Urban Decay like Stardust, MoonDust glitters are bomb. Like, they work so well. I just realized I forgot to like highlight the inner corners of my eyes, which when you're doing such a deep look is so necessary. Don't know how I forgot. So I'm just going to go back in with my Opal powder and dab that lightly into my inner corner. And also right at the arch of the brow. Okay guys, and that completes this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this look. I feel like, again, like soft smoky eyes are my favorite, and then cool tones I just feel like work really well on my skin tone. So I really enjoyed this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it as well and are able to recreate it. Again, if you have any recommendations for videos, please leave them down below for Ramadan with Rabs. And if you guys are interested in maybe like the husband tag, if you are interested in kind of like wedding planning and all of that, let me know. I would love to create those videos for you guys. So just leave me a comment down below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It is @RabsBeauty. And also, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing with a friend, as it really helps me out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye.